Hello, everybody, and welcome to Valiant Victories with Benny Decker. Yeah. So, last time on the exciting channel, we took a look at Alpha and Omega from Solar. I learned in the comments, Solar. There we go. So, Solar, man of Adam. Man of the Atom. There we go. So now we're going to take a look at Second Death. There we go. So I figured instead of going through the whole thing, because that's pretty thick and meaty, I would break this one up into issues just to make sure I don't have to go, oh yeah, and then ba 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 ba. So we'll see how that goes. So we're going to look at the first issue from Solar, Man of the Atom, Second Death. Ooh, very exciting stuff. So let's start out with the credits. Let me see if I can read it. Well, there we go. So writer Jim Shooter, pencilers Don Perlin and Barry Windsor Smith, inkers Bob Layton and Tom Ryder, colorist Catherine Bollinger and George Gonzalez, letters Jade Mode, I hope that's how you say it, B.K. Joyce, Ken Lopez, and Audra Verde, and editor-in-chief Bob Layton. There we go. Yeah. So there we go. We're going to go with part one, No Place Like Home. There we go. And very interesting article stuff at the beginning here. Ooh, lots of goodies. I won't get into all that. But, and then also, yeah, look, I put up some little Solar-related stuff. We'll be getting into issue 5 after we get through these ones. Let me know in the comments below. Do you want me to, dig into this one here? Mamma mia. I know, isn't it beautiful? Mwah. Oh, it's a beautiful issue there. So here we go. Solar, Man of the Atom. Second Death, Part 1. No Place Like Home. There we go. So we're going to start out there. So last that we left our dear friend, Phil Selesky, in the other Alpha and Omega, he had just destroyed the universe. So there we go. That's one way to do it. So he destroyed the universe, and he appears to be floating around in space here. And he's coming in hot. There he goes. And, he's naked again. Ooh, hello. So he's flying around. He does make his way to Muskegee. And he's, look at that handy trick. He left his key there. And he's going in. And, again, the details in, like, look at this. I love that. It said, conserve energy. Right there. Like, these little details where it's like, if this was a modern comic, I don't think there would be like a little note that said conserve energy. Like, it just sort of gives you a taste into his character. Like, oh yeah, he wants to remind himself to conserve energy. I like it. But yeah, the detail is beautiful. So there he goes. He's putting on some pants. And, so now we're discovering that the Phil Selesky from the other universe is now into a new universe here with that Phil Selesky. So there we go. They're meeting each other, and that Phil seems very confused, as I would be too. And yeah, look at that. He's zapping right out. So there we go. He's dressed now, not sure exactly what's going on. And we're cutting to a prison here. And yeah, again, look at all that detail in there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like, I feel like if this was coming out now, there'd be like 2 or 3 people fighting maybe. But there's, I don't even know how many people. You can see people down there. Oh, you can see that I'm knocking my table over. But there we go. So we're getting into the fight there. And Phil, I don't know, what should we call him? Phil 1 shows up. And, he was about to pull somebody's teeth out. And Phil is going to take care of business there. He's trying to stop the riot. Getting into all of that. And he's taking some damage there. Oh, look at that gun. Getting the gun there. There we go. So Phil's using his powers. Again, I love just like the color of it. Just anytime he's using his powers, it's just visually very striking. So there we go. Definitely, taking care of business there. All right, and then we're getting to, so we'll call him, Phil 2, at least for this. So Phil 2, he's showing up, he's going in, Dr. Dobson there, so they're working. So Phil 1, he already went through his story where they had the reactor, I think it was, and it melted down, and that's what gave him his powers, and it killed a lot of people, and it gave a lot of people some radiation poisoning. So we're sort of at that time before it's going to get started in this universe. So there they go. They're still working on that. And, oh, here we go. So Phil 2 there is talking with Gale in this universe. So he's seems a little bit flustered, and but Gale's got her stuff together. All right, Phil 1, he's checking things out. Oh, it's the Russian Navy. There we go. And he's using, he's gonna figure out. Oh, there's a sub underneath. He's going underneath to lift the sub up. And he does do that. And he's taking out the missiles there. Oh, let me make sure I'm lined up, sort of. And they're hitting the jacket. Don't hit the pants. Don't hit the pants. So Phil is taking care of business there. And this part got interesting. So he's taking all the missiles up into the atmosphere, into space there. And then I assumed what it was that he's absorbing that power. And there we go. Yeah, I liked the musical inspiration there. Come together right now. So you can kind of hear it playing in your head. I love it. I know sometimes in some of the current Valiant books, they had, what was it, in Delinquents or something? Or there was something where they had a song and they had the lyrics in there, and then when they did the trade, they were like, oh, we weren't supposed to actually do that. I think they did that with a newer Bloodshot issue where they had a Christmas song, and they realized, we weren't supposed to do that, and they had to change it. But I really appreciate when there are some lyrics. And look at that panel there. Like, you kind of forget how much power Phil has until you see a panel like that. You go, oh, wow. But here we go. So here's Phil 1. He's flying around. He's peeking in and seeing what's going on. This lady catches him. Ooh, he's getting that way there. All right, so there we go back to Phil 2. And there's the Dr. Pierce of this universe there. So she's checking in with him. Yeah, this second Phil, he seems he's not really sure of himself and not very confident. And there we go. Oh, now we're on to the streets here, and there are some homeless folks there that Phil 1 is meeting. They say, oh yeah, here you wanna sit by that? And he goes, I'm good. But yes, just the characters here. Oh my goodness, they're I don't mean to make light of being homeless, but yeah, they seem like they're a very characterful bunch of folks. So Phil's talking with them. He's meeting them. There's Odeby. They call him ODE because he's a heavy social drinker. But yes, it was sort of like Mrs. Lumpfluff. There's what was that? Hattie, or is she the lady? I can't remember. But she talks to the fire hydrant. So Phil there, he's calling himself Soul. So he is talking with the folks there. And yeah, he seems confused about what's going on, which I would be too. So he's taking off. And here we go. So here we're back to Phil number 2. So he's meeting with, is he a therapist or a psychologist, psychiatrist, something like this. He's meeting with his, we'll call him therapist, John. So he's meeting here, and Phil's trying to explain, like, there's this other guy, and I don't know what's going on. And the therapist, you seem a little crazy. But so then Phil number 2, he's going, he's got the key again, and he's showing up. Oh, no. And, Phil number 1 is there. Yeah, look at the white hair. Oh, I love it. So there we go. So, who are you? And he's trying to figure out why he's in the apartment. And Phil number 2, he's I'm going to call the police. And Phil number 1, I'm going to be out of here before that. And then you can see all the powers there. So Phil 2, he's checking it out with the therapist. He's still not sure. Oh, something in here. It came up several times. I forgot to point out the other ones. I think it was at least 2, if not 3 times. They used the term psycho chicken. Psycho chicken. I did look it up. So there is like a parody song, Psycho Chicken versus Psycho Killer. Was Psycho Chicken something that people said in the 90s? Like I was a kid in the 90s, but I don't think I've ever heard anybody say call anybody a psycho chicken. But they said it several times, several different characters. So every time it came up, I was like, was this a popular thing that I just don't know about? Psycho chicken. So I might start calling some. Maybe I'll call the kid Psycho Chicken. See how if I can bring it back. But there we go. He's feeling like a psycho chicken. And oh, is that really it so far? Oh, maybe I should have done more than one issue. But there we go. So we're getting back. There is Phil number 1. He's flying back in, and he said all of his friends there. They said, "Oh, we didn't get really enough money for food, and oh, you lost your coat." But he says, oh, I can take care of the heat there. So hopefully that's just heat and not radiation. Hopefully, heat is a form of radiation. I remember my science class, sort of. But there we go. So that was the first issue. Yes, it's setting up a whole lot of stuff. Ooh, look at that cover there for that one. But yes, it is setting up so much stuff. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I said in that first one, like setting up the universe, and at the end of it, it destroyed a universe. Like here, we're getting into, I think I also said it, like just the best parts of comics. That it's, alternate universes and different people and seemingly like kind of time travel-ish. And universes colliding, and it's just all kinds of great stuff about comics where if you were going to do it in a movie, it might be too confusing. People aren't really paying attention. But in the comic books, we are paying attention. And we can follow all these very big, high-concept ideas. So, great way to start out with issue 1. So I guess really it would have been issue 1, and then they would have included part of Alpha and Omega. So, like, the idea of picking up that issue plus the little chunk there to try to fit it all together in your mind, it's wild. Like they were giving the OG readers a lot of credit for staying focused and piecing everything together. It must have been very exciting at the time, because it's very exciting for now for me. But there we go. So there's the first issue. I'll see if I can get another video going for issue 2. But I have read through the whole thing. But I read it, and then I waited a little too much, and then I didn't want to forget what was going on. So I wanted to go back through, read it again, just to make sure it's all fresh in here. And then going forward, hopefully I will read something and make a video quick before I forget it. But there we go. So, let me know your thoughts on Solar Man of the Atom. There we go. Issue number 1. Yeah, I can't wait to get into 5. This one I have not read yet, but I'll get through this. We'll get to that. And then let me know down below, reading order. I've discovered that I can sort of pick and choose between a few different things. There's Harbinger I got. What else was there? There was Shadow Man. There were a few other things, which I think the order didn't necessarily matter. So is there an order that you would like me to go in next? So after I get through Solar, I could, let me know. What do you want to see next? And I'll read it, and we'll make a video, and hopefully you'll watch it, and hopefully you'll like it. But leave any questions or comments down below, or if you want to write to valiantvictories@gmail.com. There we go. I think issue number 3 of Bloodshot Unleashed, I think, is coming out Wednesday, so make sure you pick that up. Make sure you pre-order issue 4. It looked like there was going to be a different artist on, which, on one hand, I'm excited because it does look like good art. On the other hand, Like, I would prefer consistency, at least through an arc, but I'll take good quality. And I don't know if you saw it. I won't spoil who it was, but there were some exciting characters showing up in issue 4, I believe it was. So issue 3, we know a very important character showing up, and then in issue 4, more characters showing up. So, again, I think I said it. Oh, Bloodshot Unleashed needs to go long. Oh, this needs to be a longer series. But speaking of longer, this video doesn't need to be any longer. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for staying Valiant. And, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.